everyone. It is the evening of Thursday, January 14th, 2010. Today is 7 days past my surgery. Tomorrow makes 1 week exactly since I went in, and I'm doing wonderful with my cast off, as you can see. I arrived to Dr. Rizk this morning for my revealing, as I call it, and Dr. Rizk and his staff were very happy to see me, very glad to see I was doing well, and he was very pleased with my whole overall progress. Having your cast off can be very daunting, especially for me, physically and emotionally. I know that for my first rhinoplasty, my doctor was not the one to actually come in and remove the cast, and it was very painful. This time it wasn't painful at all, and I just felt some pressure when Dr. Rizk gently removed it. And I was also very nervous because of my past rhinoplasty, how disappointed I was with the result, to say the least. Disappointment. So much so that I couldn't even look in the mirror for several days after the cast was taken off the first time. But today was very different. Today when the cast was removed, I was thrilled with what I saw. I almost started to cry, but I didn't, because they told me there that crying makes the swelling worse, so I did not cry. And when Dr. Rizk handed me the mirror, I really couldn't believe what my eyes were seeing. I couldn't believe that the nose that was staring back at me was mine. It was just superb. I had definition and a bridge, and this is something that I never had before, and honestly I didn't think it could be achieved by anyone, because I thought my nose was pretty bad before. But as always, Dr. Rizk thoroughly answered all of my questions today. I was very curious about what he did in there for 3 hours, and he just explained everything, including what I should do for aftercare. He is not only a renowned, outstanding doctor, but he is just an overall nice guy, someone that you could have a conversation with. And that's not something that you can do with all doctors, at least not in my experience. And his entire office staff, they're wonderful. They were there to see the results. He literally pointed out my problem areas, how he fixed them, including my turbinates, which were blocking my breathing and obstructing my breathing. And after he cleaned the dry blood out of my nose, and he instructed me to take a deep breath in, I just was blown away at the fact that I could actually breathe out of both nostrils at the same time. So that was a pretty big deal for me. And now, as you can see, I have tape on my nose, and Dr. Rizk put about 4 pieces, I believe, just so that it keeps the swelling down, which he says can last for about a year, which is true. I know this. And I'll keep it on tonight, and tomorrow morning I'll take it off, but he would like me to continue to apply the tape nightly for about 2 weeks, just, I think, for the benefit of the swelling, to keep the swelling down. So I have no complaints. I listen to everything that Dr. Rizk says. And I know that right now I don't look very glamorous because I still have black eyes, which will subside over time with arnica, and I have no makeup on. My hair is kind of a mess, and I'm in sweats. But I'm going back to work on Tuesday, which is 4 days from now, and by that point I will be applying makeup. I'll return to my normal beauty routine. I just won't put any makeup on my nose. Dr. Rizk instructed me not to for about 2 weeks, like any sort of pressed powder or whatever, but honestly it doesn't really need it because it looks really good, trust me. It looks good under there. And I'll go back to Dr. Rizk's office in a week to take post-op photos, and they'll remove the rest of my stitches on the bottom. The ones in the side dissolve on their own. But they're not very noticeable, actually, so hopefully I'll start looking normal by then. Nobody will notice them if they go really close. And I am going to show you a before and after from my PC computer that'll follow, and you might not be able to get a great idea of the difference now, especially with the tape on, but you will be able to see that my columella, which is the bottom piece here, has been lifted significantly. My nostrils, the size has been reduced significantly, which I'm very happy about. My tip, which used to be very long, and I think Dr. Rizk calls it overprojected, is now pushed back and will hopefully continue to push back once the swelling goes down. And my scoop was taken out, and I have a real bridge under there. I swear, you just can't see it. And overall, I give my experience with Dr. Rizk and his entire staff an A++, 2 thumbs up. His staff couldn't have been more kind. They're not the pretentious type at all, which a lot of Park Avenue doctors' offices are known to be. They're not like that at all. They're just very easygoing, very caring, supportive, compassionate, and most of all, they're very talented. And they know what they're doing, from their nurses, Rosemary and Jill, and Dr. Rizk's assistant Jim, and anesthesiologist Lydia. They were all a great team, and made it a very pleasant experience for me. So I highly recommend, if you're considering rhinoplasty, to go with Dr. Rizk from this experience. I know everyone is different, everyone has their own problems, they have their own concerns and expectations, but Dr. Rizk is truly a master at what he does, and he's a stalwart in this plastic surgery industry for a reason, and that's because he's just the best. He's just the best at what he does, and I'm proof of that. So I look forward to updating next week with the tape off of my nose, and hopefully the swelling goes down a bit, and hopefully I don't look like a raccoon. So until next time, bye!